Evening. Just thought I'd share a few words with you today about common sense, or should I say the lack of common sense that exists within our society. Have you seen these signs, mind your head? Every time I see one I think to myself, I wonder how many people must have actually hit their head off that for it to warrant needing a sign being put on it. Seriously, people are actually incapable of gauging their own height. They must walk around like that object seems smaller than what I am. I should really avoid it, but there isn't a sign. It's ridiculous, honestly. Stupid signs. You see signs everywhere. I swear to God, I was crossing the road the other day, and on the floor in the road, it said, "Look left." Look left, of course look left. It's a road. Look right as well. It's a fucking road. Can you imagine, like, crossing the street, someone's there, like, just about to cross the road, and the last second they see this sign. Oh, Jesus Christ, Bob, just about to cross the road. At the last second, that sign reminded me not to kill myself. It's ridiculous. You see pointless signs everywhere. Have you seen that sign, "Beware the dog"? Like, people have that who haven't even got a dog. Like, I don't see how wearing the dog gives your home an advantage to stop burglars. If anything, it should be more effective to perhaps be unaware of the dog. At least then you're giving the dog the advantage of the element of surprise, you know? Beware of the dog. It's like a clue for burglars. They must fucking love it. About to go in your back door, it says "Beware of the dog," and they have to go around the front. And when they do, have you seen these auto lights? Okay, auto lights are supposed to deter burglars. They're run by sensors. And you sort of go onto somebody's drive or whatever, and the light just comes on. There used to be a day where burglars would arrive to our homes with torches, but now we're actually assisting them, we're aiding them. What do you think the best possible scenario can arise from shining a light on a burglar? You imagine being a burglar, you're creeping onto the drive without your torch, you're creeping onto the drive, and then the light hits you, and just, shit, the jig's up. I might as well just sit here now, wait for the police to arrive. The light's on me, it's got me. Yeah. It's pointless, honestly. It's just about as pointless as having a burglar alarm, because everybody knows what you do in the situation of a burglar alarm, or any alarm, a fire alarm. You ignore it. If an alarm went off right now in this very building, if no figure of authority took charge and told everyone to get out, it would take for the people at the front to smell the people at the back burning alive before they got up off their arses. Oh, dearie me. Pointless things. Been watching a lot of telly lately. Have you seen Most Haunted, anyone? Most Haunted? Yeah. Let me explain to you for those of you who haven't seen Most Haunted. Most Haunted is a series where experts go up and down the country looking for ghosts. Now, this is a serious show. They're in their 13th series at the minute, and each series has approximately 15 episodes, and every episode has approximately 45 minutes in, so according to my rough calculations, I make that at around 8,775 minutes of viewing time that's aired on our television. They've never caught a single second's footage of a ghost. If there was ever one piece of concrete evidence to finally testify that ghosts don't exist, it would be the very programme that's trying to prove that they do exist that would, honestly. Most Haunted. Nothing ever happens. It's like a series of people like, what the fuck was that? Oh, is it nothing? Oh, no. What the fuck was that? Oh, is that nothing again? 13 fucking series. Nothing. They're trying to spice it up. They get celebrities on it. I say celebrities, I use that term very loosely. Les Dennis appeared on it once. The only thing that came back to life of that episode was his career for 45 minutes. Seriously, he was there, he was at the bottom of the stairs. If he's up there, I'll give you the money myself. He wasn't up there. I think they've actually commissioned another series. There will be a 15th series. And what surprises me more than anything is that people will actually sit there and they will watch it, like, at the edge of their seats, like, maybe this time, maybe we'll see a ghost this time. It's incredible. It's pointless. Pointless things. Seatbelts on an aeroplane. haven't even bothered, like on a car, have they, with this bit? No, they haven't even bothered because they know it's pointless. They've just got this bit here. I want to know, okay, how people figure out, because you'll have all been on an airplane, I'm assuming you'll have all worn a seatbelt, how you figure that if you're travelling 600 miles an hour, falling from the sky 32,000 feet in the air, plummeting towards the Earth's surface, that if you strap yourself to 7 tons of metal, you will increase your chances of survival. My favourite safety airplane technique, bet some of you haven't even got a favourite safety airplane technique. Sort it out. They tell you, don't they? They say, put your head between your legs if we're crashing. You want me to sit here and put my leg between my head? No, I said that wrong. My head between my legs. I can't think of one possible logical explanation why they'd want you to do that, apart from to kiss goodbye to your cock and balls. I don't like riding on planes. Last time I was on a plane, I was sitting here, and there was a mum sitting here, not my mum, just a mum, and there was a kid sitting here. And this kid was like crying, honestly, and screaming for like 2 hours. And crying babies on a plane, they're like Greggs in Wolverhampton. You are never more than 7 feet away from a crying baby on a plane. No, seriously, it's not funny, we have too many Greggs in Wolverhampton. You know your city's shit when you have a Greggs in A&E. Why are you laughing? That isn't a joke. We have the Greggs in A&E. So one day somebody walked into a hospital and thought, you know what, there's a real gap in the market here for cheese and onion pasties. Can you imagine the doctor's there at the surgery, like, scalpel, tweezers. You know what, I could really fancy with a lukewarm sausage roll served to me by a fat, middle-aged, grey-haired woman named Eileen. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, babies on a plane. So this baby, he was crying and screaming for 2 hours. Annoying as you can imagine. He cried all the way from Las Vegas to New York, and I sat there and I said to myself, minding my own business, now this was my only contribution to the entire flight. And I said, oh, for fuck's sake. That wasn't funny. To which the mother said, do you mind? I've got a child here. Can you watch your language, please? I couldn't believe it. I was dumbfounded. I was absolutely... He has been kicking and screaming and crying for 2 hours. I whisper 3 fucking words, for fuck's sake, and what I've done is less socially acceptable than what he's done. The child, okay, has taken the moral high ground over me. I felt like saying to this mom, like, listen, you silly bitch. That kid won't remember anything until it's about 8 or 9 years old. You can say whatever the hell you wanted. It's not taking notes in its little pram of how to swear. You can literally say anything, it doesn't matter. Because I didn't say any of that, I was very polite. I said sorry. And the rest of the screaming. Oh, shit. This woman, she actually turned around to me and she said, do you know you're more likely to die in a car crash than you are a plane crash? Like it was some sort of good news. I said, well, yeah, because, you know, you travel in a car 3 to 4 times a day. You travel in a plane 3 to 4 times a year. She said, yeah, I know, I'm just saying you're more likely to die in a car crash than you are in a plane crash. Now this annoyed me, because not only has she assumed I'd not understood what she'd said, she'd also repeated herself, thinking I hadn't listened to her. This pissed me off. I said, here's a statistic for you, miss. Do you know how many people survived car crashes last year? 2.6 million. Do you know how many people survived a plane crash? 6, you smug bitch. I bet none of them were wearing a seatbelt as well. Yeah. So what should we talk about? Society and the need for alcohol. And I use the word need very seriously. The need for alcohol, yeah? Don't ever go out on a night with your friends and not have a drink, because you will realise you do not like them as much as you thought you did. The need for drink. Every day we poison ourselves on a regular basis just to make everything go by a little slower, a little hazier. know that the highest rates of death relating to alcohol in the UK are in Hull, Wrexham and Glasgow. And that won't come to a surprise to you if you've actually ever been to Hull, Wrexham or Glasgow. I would defy anybody to spend the day sober and have a good time in Hull, Wrexham or Glasgow. The nicest person in the world, the happiest person in the world, Winnie the Pooh, could not have a good day sober. Winnie the Pooh would rather be on his hands and knees as Eeyore holds back his ears whilst he throws up his kebab into the lap of Christopher Robins. I've got a problem with Winnie the Pooh, actually. Seriously, I have. I can't believe that ever went on my television and I watched it. Winnie the Pooh, okay, there's a character, I'm willing to forget that he can talk, okay, it's a cartoon, I'll let that go. I'm willing to forgive and forget that he's got a very uneasily close relationship with a human being. I'll let that go for the sake that it's a cartoon. What I'm not willing to forget, ladies and gentlemen, is that they have a rabbit who they've creatively named a rabbit. They have a piglet who they've also called Piglet. Now wait for this one. They've got a tiger, and they've been really crafty with this one. They've called it Tigger. Yeah, creative genius. And this Winnie the Pooh, ladies and gentlemen, he sits there in his hollow tree, and he doesn't wear any pants, and he doesn't wear any trousers, he just wears a t-shirt that's too small for him, and it says the words Pooh on, because that's his name, Pooh. And he sits there, and he dips his bare hands in honey, and eats it. And when I say bare hands, I mean like he hasn't got like gloves on. I don't mean he's got bare hands. Of course he's got bare hands, he's a bear. Hello folks, thanks ever so much for putting up with me. I've been Jay Duggan, you guys enjoy.